Hello.
Hey, Dad. How's that white Christmas looking? You promised, remember?
Meredith. Of course, it's coming down as we speak. Wait till you see it.
Great. I knew you wouldn't let me down. My plane lands Tuesday at 5:30.
Perfect. How will you get here? Will someone pick you up?
Obviously. I've got the best chauffeur around. His name starts with a T and ends with Amos Weiss.
All right, then. I hear he's the best in the business. I'll make sure he's there. 5:30 sharp.
Oh, thanks, Dad. See you soon.
2 more nights, Em. Can't wait to see you.
Same here. Say hi to Mom for me. Bye, Dad.
Bye, Em. Have a safe trip.
Good morning, Thomas. I bet you woke up feeling like $1 million after winning that monster pot last night.
Morning, Frank. It felt like $96.40, actually. But yeah, I had a great night's sleep.
Ha! I bet. It looks like you've hit the jackpot again today. There's hardly any Christmas mail rush because of the snow.
Ah, that's a pity. I really don't mind being outside in the snow.
Well, I do. Snow's for looking at, not for walking through. Take it easy out there today.
Guess I wasn't. No, the last be a lot. But machine connect. We with a PO snow positive.
Jack, we all love the beautiful snowy scenery. Creates a tranquility.
Even a loud mouth like me can appreciate. Chance of snow later. Music.
Hey, Beth. How are you on this fine day?
Thomas, hi. Business as usual. No, I'm just joking. The situation is not that dire.
Holidays around the corner, right?
I'm not complaining. Encyclopedias.
Clone walking around out there.
Well, that certainly would be something, wouldn't it? There wouldn't be enough books to discuss or wine to consume. By the way, did you know that the world's largest encyclopedia was created in 15th century China and comprised about 11,000 books? Isn't that fascinating? Imagine having to load that into your car.
I'm starting to relate. I'm still holding this delivery.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Well, come here then. Put it on the counter. How's Emily coming along with Christmas dinner, by the way? I can imagine she's pretty excited about Meredith coming over. So let me know if she needs any more cookbooks. I've got this beauty from Good Housekeeping that's all the rage right now.
I'll be sure to ask her. But you know how Emily gets in the kitchen. There'll be so much food, we'll be eating stuffing all week.
I suppose you're right. But don't you worry, I'll leave the cookbook. I have a feeling St. Nicholas has other things in store for you this year.
Sounds ominous. Nick have in store for you this year?
Hawaii Five-0 Marathon. It's my guilty pleasure, and luckily it's theirs too.
Dano. Give him my best when you see him.
Back to it and get ready for the New Year's sale. Perpetual fight with my pricing gun lately, so I need all the time I can get. Your presents later in the week. Emily and Meredith.
Exactly my strong suit, I guess.
Well, I'll leave you alone with your thoughts. And your spare toothbrush. Merry Christmas, Angie.
Merry Christmas, Thomas. My toothbrush and I bid you adieu.
But for others, especially my mother, a day that lives in infamy. I swear I'm not a liar. My daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire. Would it say that my dad drank much more than most? This time of year, he tended to double his dose. I'm not saying it's wrong, and I'm not saying it's right. The Yule log ain't the only thing burning that night. Oh, it's a funny story. At least it is to me. But for others, especially my mother, a day that lives in infamy. Swear I'm not a liar. Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire. Now that I'm older, I've settled down. It's late December, there's no tree to be found. Plus it helps, Mary the Jew. Now she wants a Christmas tree. What am I to do? I told the baby I didn't think this would matter. Besides those damn trees, they're a real fire hazard. As you know, the doctor just diagnosed me. A little something called Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire.
here for you.
Thanks, Thomas. I've been waiting for that one.
Hi, Mr. W. Please, please, please tell me the mail truck needs a tune-up.
Hey, Lori. I didn't know you'd already begun working here. Weren't you supposed to start in January?
Yeah, she pestered me into allowing her to start a week early. Already put snow tires on half the town's vehicles. At this rate, I can retire before the end of next summer. But this truck's fine, Lori. I gave it a checkup for Frank less than 10 days ago.
Ah, are you sure there's nothing I can improve on the old, what do you call this thing again?
Come to think of it, maybe there is. The horn's been making this sad little sound lately. It could use a little more oomph.
The horn, eh? I'm on it. That was easy peasy, lemon squeezy, Mr. W. Diaphragm had gotten a little dusty, but it's all better now. The mail truck is honking like a big old goose again.
Thanks, Lori.
Come to think of it, I will be calling your truck the Goose from here.
there, Thomas.
Hi, Mo. How are you holding up on these wintry days?
Well, you know, getting by. It'll be 10 years next year. This time of year always feels a bit off for me without Stan.
Stan the man. He sure was something.
That he was, Thomas. That he was. But I'm spending the holidays together with Kay and the rest of the gang. And what more can you wish for when it comes down to it, eh?
Oh, I can think of a lot of things. A new car, warmer weather, winning the lottery.
Oh, and a new kitchen with a dedicated pancake station. Oh, speaking of which, here's that blueberry pie Emily ordered. Freshly made this morning. If you put it in the freezer now and heat it up just before Christmas dinner, it'll taste like it just came out of the oven.
Oh, that smells amazing. No promises it'll make it till Christmas, or even a drive home.
Well, you'd better try, Thomas Wise.
I'll do my darndest. I don't think I trust that thing anymore, but I try.
Well, just use the other one then. Hear me. That boy can't tell a spade from a spatula sometimes. Apologies, Thomas, but you'll have to excuse me. I have to take care of something. You and Emily have a Merry Christmas now. And Meredith, of course.
Okay, Mo. Same to you too.
The cold winds blowing through the mistletoe and stockings are floating above the fireplace. But here's the thing about Christmas. They say it don't mean nothing unless you got somebody else to share it with. But I'm alone this Christmas, and I'll be okay. I'll have my own kind of special holiday. You think I'd be without you, but I'm fine under the cover light alone. Here alone, one foot of snow, as I decided to go. Leave with angels and a carrot gold man. Why take and everything expensive? Carefully sewn onto my lipstick sweater. But it's the thing about they say it don't mean nothing unless you got somebody else to share it with. But I'm alone for Christmas, and I'll be okay. I'll have my own kind of special holiday. You think I'd be blue without you, but I'm fine under the color lights here alone.
Week 11.
Here alone at Christmas time. And if I had to guess what list you're on, I'd be guessing you'd be getting caught on in on not alone for Christmas. I'll be okay.
Hello?
Hey, Dad.
Meredith! Meredith! What's up? No bad news, I hope. Meredith?
Dad, I'm so sorry, but I won't be able to make it tomorrow.
What's wrong? What happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine, Dad, don't worry, but I'm snowed under with work. It's at 86. It needs to be up and running at the start of the new year. I stumbled upon some errors today, and now we need to fix them this week. This sucks.
That's such a bummer, Em. But I understand.
Thanks, Dad. I'll make it up to you, I promise. We've all worked so hard this year. Can't squander it all in the last week, right?
You're right, Meredith. Christmas is just a few days. Your career lasts a lifetime. Have you told your mom yet?
Yeah, I just called her at the motel.
Oh, someone's calling. Must be your mom.
Okay, well, that's my cue. Gotta get back to it. I'll call again soon, Dad. Love you.
Hey, Em. Is that you?
If by M you mean Emily, then yes. If you mean M for Meredith, then no.
I just got off the phone with my other M, so I was pretty sure it was you.
Oh, Thomas, don't joke around as if nothing's wrong.
What else can we do? It's just Christmas.
Well, just deal with it, like we always do. Why don't we invite someone else? Unless you're happy with just Mildred coming over.
That's a good idea. I'll think about it and maybe invite someone tomorrow.
Okay, honey. As long as you don't invite Jack, you know, his jokes may even scare off the turkey. In any case, I'll call Beth and ask her again, too. And then I have to do a towel run, refill the vending machine, and vacuum the reception area. So it'll be a while before I'm done. I'll see you tonight, honey.
Okay, Em. Drive home safe. Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black underwear while on the job, in case they split their pants. Golf is the only sport to have been played on the moon. On February 6th, 1971, Alan Shepard hit a golf ball on the moon. Because of the low gravity, it may have traveled more than a mile.
Morning, P.O. It's time for a different take on the snowfall.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Take it away, Charles.
Jack, I'd like to respond to what Cheryl said about the snow yesterday.
Greetings, Nancy.
Hello, Thomas. That should be the last batch of Christmas pudding ingredients.
Sounds good. Is it for you or for the store?
For the store, of course. I'm not gonna change my cooking schedule just because of Christmas.
Isn't that the best part of Christmas?
I'd rather save myself the time and effort.
Fair enough. Have a good day. They must be out of town for the holiday. I'm glad I can blame the cold for my suddenly shaking hands.
Nice spin, sir. Nice spin indeed. Anyway, later, Thomas, and take care on those icy roads.
You know, just dinner with the family. And Mildred.
She joined us last year. Watch out with the eggnog is all I can say.
Ah, good tip. I best get some more just in case.
And maybe some antacid. Well, I'd best get on. I have to check on the oven. Or Santa will have to eat charcoal when he stops by tonight.
All right, best get back to it myself. Give our love to Barry and the kids. And Santa, if you happen to see him.
Will do. You and Emily have a great Christmas too, okay?
Hey, Thomas, do you think it'll ever stop snowing? I'm glad it's the last day before Christmas break.
Well, sorry, Frank. They're forecasting snow until at least the new year. But hey, about Christmas. Meredith bailed on us, which leaves us with a bit more food than we can handle. Maybe you'd like to volunteer and help us eat it? Tomorrow evening.
Christmas dinner at the Weiss residence. That sounds great, Thomas, but I'm afraid I'm all tied up. The Knicks are playing the Celtics. I think the Celtics will go all the way this year, but I wouldn't count out an upset at the Garden.
Don't get your hopes up. There's no way they can stop that Celtics front court.
I'm going to have to sleep on it, but you know I can't pass up a juicy bet. Hey, Thomas, before you go home, I need a favor. Can you help me with that guy over there? He said he's looking for a job, but I really gotta run now. Try to find out what he's made of, okay? Good luck.
Hello, young man. I heard you were looking for a job. My name's Thomas Weiss, and I've been working for the Postal Service for nearly 40 years.
Hi, I'm Matt Kearney. I'm glad someone finally showed up.
Nice to meet you, Matt. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm basically a computer expert, kind of in between jobs right now. I've been programming since I was 11 years old. I'm looking to start my own software company.
But I assume you are aware that we don't have computers here.
Yes, and that's where I come in. I can overhaul this old-fashioned operation and have it running twice as efficiently with the help of computers.
But I guess there aren't any computers yet that deliver mail to someone's front door.
Oh, it's only the beginning. In the future, people won't write letters anymore, and parcels will be delivered by battery-powered mini-helicopters.
Right, okay. But let's focus a bit more on the here and now. Would you mind working overtime every now and then? During the busy Christmas period, for instance.
I don't think I'll ever have to work overtime. The way I organize everything, overtime simply won't be necessary.
That sounds great, but what if overtime is needed for reasons that are beyond your control?
Oh, well, okay, yeah, sure. I'll go the extra mile, take one for the team, and all that. Could we wrap this up now, please? I don't think working here requires an extensive interview process.
I'd like to ask one more question, actually. What salary are you looking for?
I know I can't ask for a salary in the computer expert range, but I would expect a salary that reflects a senior position.
Thanks for applying. We'll be in touch.
Okay. But please be aware that I've also received other offers. Bye.
Yep, hello.
Hey, honey, it's me. Finally found time to call. Having such a busy day. Did you invite anyone else over for tomorrow?
Yes, I did, but no takers. So it's just you, me, and Mildred. Or is Beth coming as well?
Yeah, Beth is coming. So happy I could finally change her mind.
Nice work. She's great company.
As opposed to Mildred? No, this is not funny. Mildred is a sweetheart. And you better wear the Christmas sweater she knitted for you last year.
I love Christmas sweaters, so don't worry about it.
Great. So I won't be the only one looking stupid. Oh, by the way, I've got great news. We finally found someone to take some shifts off my hands.
That's fantastic. No more 60-hour work weeks. I also had a job interview today.
I wasn't at the interview, but I was introduced to him after he was hired.
Did he wear glasses?
Yes, he did.
Did he have curly hair?
Yeah. Are we playing Guess Who? His name is Matt. Matt Kearney. He said he's going to completely overhaul our computer system.
That's the guy I interviewed this afternoon.
Really? Did you like him?
He made my blood boil. That kid's a piece of work.
Yikes. But it doesn't matter. He'll be taking the load off my shoulders. And I won't be working alongside him anyway. You'll probably see him more often than I will.
And there I was thinking I dodged a bullet.
We'll see how it all pans out. Oh, gotta go now. Bye, hun.
Guten Tag. I am Klaus Kartoffelkanoodle. You must be Jimmy, my new partner. We will be the best team in the district. Where is the cop car? Let's catch some crooks. You don't like to talk much, Jimmy?
I need a friggin' coffee.
Yeah, coffee and your real donuts. I love it.
Weiss residence, good morning.
Hey, Dad. It's me.
Hey there, Em. Merry-dith Christmas.
I was hoping to hear one of your special holiday puns. Merry Christmas to you, too. I wish I was in PO right now.
That makes two of us. And probably three, but Mom's at the motel.
Guess I'm not the only one working today, then. Fine mess I got myself into, huh?
Do you want my 2 cents, or shall I just listen?
I reckon I already know what you're thinking, and you're probably right. I'll be okay, Dad. Work's progressing nicely, actually. And Tess is coming over later. She's also stuck here. We're going to try to cook up some semblance of a Christmas meal.
Oh, that's good to hear, Em. I hope you have a great day, Em.
Thanks, Dad. You too. Don't forget to leave some room for Mom's lemon mashed potatoes. Oh, that reminds me. I need to try to pry that secret recipe out of her. I'm gonna call her at the motel right now. Thanks for talking, Dad. And Merry-dith Christmas.
You got it, Em. Hang in there.
Thanks. Love you.
Oh, Mildred, you shouldn't have. We already have the most beautiful pair of Christmas sweaters in the world. And now we have 2 sweaters each. You must have put so much work into them.
Oh, please don't mention it, dearie. Knitting sweaters can be quite straining. But knowing how happy they make you always makes up for it.
Well, we're so grateful. Right, Thomas?
Thank you, Mildred, but I really think you should not do this again. We have 2 each now. You should also make other people happy.
Thomas, please don't be modest now. You and Emily are the nicest and hardest working people in P.O., and you fully deserve it. I've also made sweaters for Frank and Jack and Robert and Bert, but they all said that wool gives them an allergic reaction. Isn't that a coincidence? Beth, I hope you aren't allergic to wool.
You're not going to believe the coincidence, Mildred, but yes, I actually am. And it's such a shame. If only I, too, could celebrate Christmas wearing one of those beautiful sweaters. Anyway, Emily, would you be a darling and pass me the peas, please?
Peas? I don't... Oh, you mean the string beans. I suppose peas would have gone lovely with the meal as well, now that you mention it. Right, Thomas?
I suppose.
Oh, yes, of course. I meant the string beans. Of course, silly me. But let me get on with it. It's time for my presents now. And you may have already guessed that they're books. Mildred, why don't you open yours first?
Well, I'm not really one for presents, but I appreciate the gesture. Let's see now. The Cat's Pajamas. I've never heard of it, but it has a nice title, I suppose.
It's an encyclopedia about cats. A Whiskerpedia, if you will. Someone drew my attention to it, and I immediately thought of you.
Oh, well, isn't that lovely? Such a heartfelt gift. Isn't it, Thomas?
Maybe you can start knitting your cats some pajamas now.
Well, they do like balls of yarn. Thank you, Beth.
It was my pleasure, Mildred. And now for Emily's gift.
Why, thank you, Beth. I do always appreciate your taste in books, so I'm looking forward to The Countess and the Carpenter. Would you look at that? Is this a romance novel? I've never really read one of those.
Right in one guess, Emily. I hear the writer Summers here, so this book is locally sourced, so to speak. And, dare I say it, the prose is quite compelling in the romance department, if you catch my drift.
I think I do. Beth, you are something else. Thank you. This will certainly get a nice spot on our bookcase.
Ah, good to know the romance department is in our bookcase now, so I'll know where to find it.
Well, I'm looking forward to reading it already. Thank you so much, dear Beth.
You're welcome, Emily. I'm sure you'll love it. Okay, Thomas, it's your turn now.
Let's see. Crazy sports facts 2. Even more crazy sports facts. Whew, boy, I love this stuff. I'm actually reading part 1 at the moment, so I can tuck into this straight after. Thanks, Beth.
You're welcome, Thomas. And you're right, there's some fascinating tidbits in part 1 as well. Even if one no longer actively plays sports, it's at least fun to read about it, right?
I've never really been into sports that much, to be honest.
Well, there's no shame in admitting that you're not getting any younger, Thomas. In fact, none of us are exactly spring chickens anymore. Things like your arthritis can't magically be wished away by positive thinking.
Who's up for some blueberry pie?
Speaking of blueberries, my bridge partner, Edna's niece, discovered this mole last week.
Hold that thought, Mildred. I really need to take this. Hello?
Hi there. Could you put me through to Meredith Weiss, please?
Excuse me. Who is this?
Oh, it's Steve. Steve Mitchell from work. Is Meredith there?
Do you understand that people are celebrating Christmas right now?
Wait, what? Christmas? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to bother you. Is it Christmas already? Gosh, I totally missed that. I've employed a couple of all-nighters. I'm gonna splash some water on my face. Sorry again, Mr. Weiss. Enjoy your evening. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Everything okay, honey?
That silly boss from Meredith's work called for some reason or other. Never mind. Beth, you were saying?
I wasn't actually, but I was looking for a way to say this, and now's as good a time as any, I suppose. My dear friends, I am leaving Providence Oaks.
What?
You're what?
What's that, dear?
Are you serious?
Well, before we move on to the sad part, let me first tell you the good part. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be a grandmother.
Oh, Beth, that is amazing.
Well, I'll be.
Whose mother?
I mean... What great news!
Yes, my son Daniel and his wife are expecting. Isn't that wonderful? But, and here's the proverbial kicker, you may remember that they moved to Savannah, Georgia a few years ago. So if you put 2 and 2 together...
You're moving away to be with them. That's great, Beth. I'm so happy for you.
That is marvelous, Beth. Congratulations. I wish you and your family all the happiness in the world. But I'll miss you something terrible. We all will. But we have to toast to the good news. Thomas, go pour us some brandy and I'll get the pie.
Oh, Thomas, would you have any antacid? That eggnog is starting to stir up something indiscreet.
On it. Now, let's celebrate this wonderful evening, ladies. Here's to a lovely old Christmas spent with good friends.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Hey, Thomas. Did you see the game last night?
Morning, Frank. Nope. We had our Christmas dinner. What happened?
The Celtics were up by 25 in the third quarter, but they still lost the game in double overtime.
Wow. I thought the Celtics had a great team.
They do, and I'm still betting on them to win it all this season. But betting against them sure paid off last night.
Nice move. Good luck, Frank.
Thanks, Thomas. Have a good one today.
yo. Second day of Christmas, and I don't have turtle doves or parties.
To you too, Jack. It's, Angela here. I watched the movie Gremlins the other day, right in my own cozy VCR-equipped living room.
Fancy handwriting on this one. Family always. Somehow it's always nice when our neighbors get a letter. Here's to you, Andy and Toby. Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's. Okay, Thomas. Just keep the wheel steady and trust the snow chains on the tires. reminded of our honeymoon in Niagara Falls all those many years ago. A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
Hey there! Looks like Santa's a little late this year.
If you keep ordering heavy parcels like this, Santa might just skip your house altogether.
Oh, sorry, Thomas. Let me give you a hand. That must be the fire pit I ordered. Now I can finally go ice fishing without freezing at the same time.
Ice fishing? And here I thought there'd be no more fishing until spring.
Don't knock it till you've tried it, Thomas. Bert's out of town, so I could use someone else to talk to. Not that Bert talks that much. How about it? Tomorrow evening.
How about not in a million years? Fishing and freezing. What a miserable combo.
Santa just delivered a fire pit. It won't be that cold.
Thanks for the invitation, but I prefer the fireplace in my living room.
Hey.
I've had better. My daughter couldn't make it.
Longer.
But on fight a solution called the light alone. You alone. I
Out-of-towners, I'm assuming? Welcome to Providence Oaks.
Yeah, just a second, my good man. Gabriel, can you figure out what's wrong with this blasted vehicle? Give me some good news here.
I mean, I'm not really a car mechanic, Mr. Price. But I know the smoke isn't a good sign.
No duh, Einstein. Say, hey, Mr. Mailman, what's your story?
Wait a minute. Aren't you Connor Price, KNW6 News?
In the flesh. Are you a regular viewer?
Absolutely. I like to catch up on the local goings-on right before reruns of Fries and a Hamburger.
I see. And is yours a Nielsen family? With an odometer and everything?
Can't say we are, no.
Then how does that help me? Huh? Gabe, if you don't know what you're doing, then why on God's green earth are you fiddling around with that engine?
Just thought I'd pop open the hood, Mr. Price. What with the smoke and all? It needs to vent.
Needs to vent, huh? Never have I felt more like a busted car engine. God! I'm dying in this podunk country-ass town. Bunch of freaking yokels.
So, hey there. I see you've already had the privilege of the full Connor Price experience.
I guess that car engine isn't the only thing that needs to blow off steam.
I'm Ilsa Richter, local TV segment producer turned car problem solver. And that sporting young man over there is Gabriel Serrano, local TV sound guy turned amateur mechanic.
I'm Thomas Weiss.
Well, what I came to tell that local TV reporter turned mailbag puncher
You're an even better car problem solver than you are a segment producer.
flattery will get you everywhere, Gabe.
That must be Ben Young. You're in capable hands. He'll have you fixed up in no time.
God, I hope so. We need to get to Melville, and we're already way behind schedule.
Hey, Mr. Mailman. Come in here for a second, please.
Excuse me. Duty apparently calls. Happy travels. This is your alternative to working at the post office?
Uh-huh. Hey, I'm new here. All of a sudden I have to check in 3 people at once who want their own rooms. Equipped with TV VCRs. I need to reach Emily Weiss, stat. Guessing the local post guy would know where to reach her.
Sure. Her home number is 555 Go Take a Hike.
Oh, thank you ever so much for nothing. God, where am I supposed to see whether room 2 has a VCR installed?
I'll just leave the parcel here on the counter. Bye. Hey, if it isn't Connor Price.
Oh, that's him, huh? He's taller than he looks on TV.
Let's hope he's in a better mood now. He was really quite rude to me earlier.
Wow, sounds like a real jerk.
Mr. Price? Aren't you supposed to be in Melville?
Well, hey there. Good to see you, man. Yeah, change of plans, I'm afraid. Oh, hi, ma'am. I don't think we've met. Connor Price, KNW6.
Welcome to the Oregon Trail Motel, sir. Better get to work, honey. I'll see you tonight.
Okay, what's up with her? Christmas hangover?
You'll have to forgive my wife. She can be a bit protective of me.
Protective of you? Oh, I see. You told her about our little kerfuffle earlier. Listen, I'm man enough to admit that it wasn't my finest hour. I'm usually a lot more easygoing. In fact, the Willamette Week once called me one of the most likable faces in local broadcasting.
Well, my grandma used to say that it's easy to be nice when everything's fine. Staying nice when you're under pressure, that takes a bit more effort.
Well, when my car isn't breaking down during a tight shooting schedule, I'm a pretty swell guy. Believe me, that's the price guarantee.
So, has Ben Young managed to fix your van yet?
No, that's the change of plans I was referring to. Turns out we need some parts that the garage doesn't have in stock, so Young's having them shipped over ASAP. But in the meantime, we've decided to stay right here in lovely, picturesque, whatchamacallit, USA.
It's Providence Oaks, P.O. for short.
Yeah, well, to be honest, all these little villages look pretty much the same to me anyway. See, we're supposed to be shooting some remotes on local end-of-year festivities and such. A grand kickoff to our special series on small-town American life. And it doesn't really make much of a difference if we start here or in freaking Melville.
Except, of course, that Providence Oaks is way nicer than frickin' Melville.
I was gonna say, this town has warmth. I like warmth. And so do our viewers, I'm betting. So get ready for your town to be featured in part 1 of The Oregon Trail. Title pending. Might be a little too on the nose.
That is the same name as this motel. So I guess it isn't particularly original. My wife works here as a receptionist, but she's not the one who named it.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Real conversations with real Americans, right? But as fun as this is, I should be turning in. The three of us each got our own quaint little room. Mine's non-smoking, unfortunately. Still beats Gabriel's. His doesn't even have a TV. Can you believe it?
Yes, I think I can.
Anyway, great banter. See you around, my main mailman.
Bye. The yo-yo started out as a weapon in the Philippines during the 16th century, before being introduced to the United States as a toy in 1929. It weighed 4 pounds and had a 20-foot cord. Australian rower Bobby Pierce won the 1928 Olympic Games against 8 other competitors, even though he stopped during the race to let ducks pass in front of him.
What a gloriously fine Friday it is out there, y'all. Want to hear a PO positive? You tuned into the right frequency.
PO positive or pet peeve?
Let's hear one from Mildred Meow Jenkins.
Hi, Beth. Got a delivery for you. Where do you want it?
Oh, dear Thomas, I almost didn't see you come in there. I was lost in thought, I suppose. Please just put it on the counter, if you will. Thank you. And thank you again for a lovely Christmas dinner. I had a marvelous time with you all.
We loved having you over, Beth, as always. Emily and I had a great time. Oh, although that Mildred still doesn't know how to read the room, does she?
Oh, bless her, she really doesn't. All in all, it may have been a bittersweet evening, but it was certainly memorable.
It was a bit unexpected, but I can understand why the grass is greener in the south for you right now.
My reason for leaving is wonderful, for sure. I can only count myself fortunate. So long as the memory of certain beloved friends lives in my heart, I shall say that life is good. You ever thought of moving closer to Meredith over all these years?
Your news has put things into perspective, I suppose. Maybe too big, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Meredith will even make it out. New glasses. Nobody's home. There we go. Fancy handwriting on this one. another satisfied customer. Unless it's bills. No, silly me.
back of the kitchen, honey. Ashley, someone who does know what he's doing is coming in. Show him where the busted faucet is. And stay out of his way. Ashley's a sweetheart, but when it comes to fixing things, that boy is all thumbs.
See, this is what the segment should be. Interacting with the townsfolk, helping out. I love it.
Oh, such a nice fellow.
Yeah, you're in good hands, Maureen. Gabriel may look and act like a naive little pup, but he can fix anything. Well, except for our van. But other than that...
Oh, is that a fact? Well, in that case, I can think of a few more things he could fix around here, if you catch my drift.
Maureen, there's a lady present.
Let me just go check him out. Check on him, I mean.
So, anyway.
So...
wait. You had the Connor Price experience the other day. Have you recovered yet?
I actually encountered him outside the motel yesterday evening. He was a lot nicer this time.
Really? Oh, did he greet you with, "Good to see you, man"?
Indeed, he was quite enthusiastic.
That's his go-to when he's forgotten your name. It's "Good to see you, man" for guys and "Hey, lady" for gals.
Really?
Sorry about it, though. He called me Lisa for the better part of a year. Connor's a lot. But I guess after this week, I can update my resume with not just segment producer and car problem solver, but also Connor Price wrangler.
It must be a little weird being stuck in a strange town with two colleagues. Guys you probably don't even know that well. I know I wouldn't last a day in the same situation with my colleague Frank, and he's a friend.
It does take some adjusting. But Gabe's a big old puppy dog, at least. He's as uncomplicated as Connor is complicated, so that's a welcome antidote.
Well now, sounds like someone is getting a little warm under the collar for our Gabriel. Just between you and me, honey, I have a hunch that feeling is more than mutual.
Maureen, you shouldn't startle people like that.
All I know is, I just spent 5 minutes with our knight in the kitchen, and during that time, he mentioned Ilsa about 12 times.
Well,
Faucet's all better now, Mo. And we should be hitting the road right about now.
Right. Thanks, Maureen. Nice talking to you, Thomas.
Bye now, folks. Be sure to check in again soon, you hear? Huh, these TV folks sure know how to liven things up, don't they?
Indeed, Maureen. You haven't even met the main event, Connor Price.
Oh, that reminds me. You know about my little New Year's Eve shindig, right? I'm counting on you and Emily. We'll party like it's 1986. Because it will be.
Of course we'll be there. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Best get back to it. See you, Mo.
Bye now.
And that's the last one. Whew.
I'll get it. Hello?
Very good evening. Am I talking to Mrs. Emily Weiss?
Yes, sir, that would be me.
Ah, fantastic. It's a pleasure to talk to you. My name is Christian Carmichael, and I represent Fly into Florida.
Oh, hi there.
I have great news for you, Mrs. Weiss. It's been a while, but do you perhaps remember entering into our Fly into Florida sweepstakes?
Now that you mention it, I think so. Yeah. Was that the one on the back of the juice carton?
That's the one. And I am more than happy to tell you that you are the winner of the grand prize.
The grand prize? Wow, fantastic. I'm afraid I've forgotten what it was. Could you refresh my memory a little bit?
No problem, Mrs. Weiss. You have won a 2-week trip to Florida for two.
Wow, Florida? Really? I won? I have never won anything in my life. Hold on, I need to tell my husband. Honey, we won! I'm talking to a gentleman from Fly into Florida, and he says we've won a 2-week holiday for two.
Tell him he's dreaming. It's probably a timeshare scam.
What? No, that can't be. I did enter that contest. Hold on. My husband is unsure if this is really true. I mean, you do hear a lot about phone scams these days.
We'll do our absolute best to take away all your concerns. You've got plenty of time to let it all sink in. Next, we'll be sending you an extra special envelope. It will contain a confirmation letter, airline tickets, hotel tickets, and I totally forgot to say this earlier, a $500 check covering any additional expenses.
Oh, wow. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it most definitely is, Mrs. Weiss. And we'll be making sure you both have the time of your life. There's one thing I must stress. The dates can't be altered. So if you have plans for the first 2 weeks of September, this would be a great moment to change them. And I hope this answers all of your questions for now. Congratulations on winning. And we look forward to seeing you fly into Florida.
Thank you.
Bye.
I think I need to sit down for a moment. Florida.
Come sit next to me.
listen to what he says. Don't get reckless. Do.
Listen to your buddy, or it's the last thing he's ever said!
Du Schweinenacken-Steak!
Hey, shut your stupid pie hole!
Hey, Thomas, do you have a minute?
Sure, Frank. What's up?
Listen, I just got a heads up from one of my buddies at HQ. He said Walter Morgan left for PO with tires screeching. I need to lay low for a while. If you see him, you haven't seen me, okay?
Gotcha, Frank. Don't worry about him.
Holy crap! Morgan's on the premises! I'm not here.
Good morning, Mr. Weiss.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
I'm looking for Frank. Could you tell me where he is, please?
Frank? Frank Coleman? Haven't seen him here.
And where is he, if he's not here?
He's probably out delivering. Could be anywhere.
I guess I'll have to be patient then. We've received a report that a man with a mustache, dressed in a light blue shirt, was offering illegal fireworks to people in the postal office parking lot. If that man is Frank, and I'm sure it is, then that's strike 3 for Mr. Coleman. Please tell him I'm looking for him. Have a good day.
Is he gone?
Yes, Frank.
Holy crap, that was a close call. Thanks so much, Thomas. I guess Frank Coleman's going into hiding for a while.
That sounds like a good idea, Frank.
See you Sunday evening. I guess we'll have to play poker with the curtains closed.
This Saturday, everyone, get ready for a pet peeve from Gypsy.
P.O. positive? I've been watching that TV series everyone's been raving about. What's it called? A Hamburger with Fries? I expected a charming sitcom like Bon Appetit.
There we go. Fancy handwriting on this one. That's it for today. Back to the post office.
Hello, Thomas.
Hi there, Beth. What brings you here?
I saw you arrive just now, so I decided to venture across the road with a minor request.
Sure thing. What can I do you for?
It's just one small thing, I promise, and, well, I suppose you can see what it is. A first gift to the little one, you see, since Christmas in Georgia fell through. It just needs an address, and I'm not sure where to put it. Could I leave this with you so you could make sure it gets where it needs to go? I have the information right here on an old envelope. It's the return address in the top corner.
Of course, Beth. I can understand that labeling a package like this can seem daunting. Bears will do that to you.
You're a real gentleman, Thomas. Thank you. I have a stack of returned holiday gifts that need sorting before I close.
I've handled many a strange parcel in my day. Not to worry. I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Thomas. Truly. I'll get the postage to you later, I promise. Oh, and please tell Emily I have a great idea for this Sunday's girls' night. It's a surprise. Bye now.
Sure. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's us. Your dad is standing right next to me.
Hiya.
Hi! Shouldn't you two be at Moe's right now?
Yeah, we're about to jump in the car, but we wanted to share some exciting news with you. Oh, first things first, though. How was your Christmas?
Well, I worked. And Tess and I made a Christmas meal you probably won't ever find in a cookbook. But we had a lovely evening. Thanks, Mom. Can I get the exciting news now, please?
Okay, so your dad and I will fly into Florida this September. I won a sweepstakes.
Get out of here. Wow, that's so awesome, Mom. Florida in September. Beats the PO weather, huh?
Oh, sure does.
Dad, are you excited as well?
I sure am.
Aren't you worried about flying there? Last time you came to visit, it took a few hours for that green tinge to leave your face.
Oh, Meredith, don't make it worse than it was.
Fine, fine. Maybe he just boozed too much on the plane. Have you checked if the flight includes free cocktails? Best bring your flask, Dad, just in case.
If you were here for Christmas, you might have gotten one from Santa.
Oh, well. I may not have been there, but at least my boss called to interrupt your dinner. Sorry about that, by the way. Rest assured he was appropriately ashamed.
We all make mistakes, Meredith. Some of us just more than others.
I can't disagree there. Oh, hey, you two shouldn't keep Maureen waiting.
You're right about that. Your dad will go and get the car warmed up, right, honey?
That's my cue. Bye, Em. Take care.
Bye. Have fun tonight.
Thanks for getting the car all toasty for us, honey.
You're very welcome, dear. It's my pleasure.
We've been doing this for decades now. And I've never stopped looking forward to spending my Saturday evening here with you.
Decades? Shh, don't say that out loud. Makes me feel old.
Okay. But we're not young anymore. Can I say that?
Good evening, you two beautiful people. Ready to order? Or should I just write down pancakes for lovely Emily and a T-bone steak for Big Thomas here?
Oh, Maureen, your intuition never ceases to amaze me. It sure is pancake time for me again.
Big Thomas would very much like that, Maureen. Thanks.
You got it. Be right back, folks. Ashley, it's pancake time! And get the steaks out!
This will never get old. But Beth making surprise plans and this Florida trip landing in our lap got me thinking a little bit. If we're getting close to being able to do whatever we feel like doing, does that mean we should stay in PO forever?
Yeah, of course. I can't imagine living anywhere else.
It's also very hard for me to imagine. But it snuck into my mind, and it doesn't seem to be sneaking out. And it's not like your arthritis will stop acting up in weather like this.
Let's talk about it some other time, honey. We've got months and months to think it over.
Oh, wasn't it nice the way Meredith reacted to the news? Although I'm sure she's a little envious.
Yeah. When's the last time she had a few days off and left the big smoke?
Okay, folks, while Ashley's busy in the kitchen, it's time to fill Mo in on a few details. Little Birdie told me you two were off somewhere fancy.
Maureen, I was planning on telling you and the girls all about it tomorrow evening. But I'm sure you've also heard it's Florida in September.
Florida in September. Oh, imagine that. Oh, I'm so happy for you two.
Thanks, Maureen. Have you ever been to Florida?
Are you offering your ticket to me? Oh, Thomas, that's so nice of you.
Nice try, Maureen. Nice try. But the only one sitting next to me on that plane is my man.
Are you totally sure about that, though? I heard that a certain Walter Morgan will probably not be very lenient with holiday requests from the postal office employees.
Haha, Morgan. His bark is always worse than his bite.
If Walter Morgan gets in the way of that, I'll get in his way.
I don't think I'm supposed to actually run away, but sorry.
Oh, that means dinner's almost ready. Be right back, folks.
See, things like this, they bother me sometimes. Maureen's a sweetheart, but it's almost impossible to have a private life here.
That sure is true. But you take the good with the bad, and the bad with the good. I kind of like knowing everyone.
I guess you're right about that. Maybe it's the stress of those 60-hour work weeks talking. Oh, Maureen's heading this way again. Let's just enjoy our lovely dinner together, shall we?
We shall. I could eat a horse.
Look alive, folks. 2 plates of the good stuff.
Oh, Thomas, my dear, sweet husband.
I know that tone. You've got a chore for me, don't you, Em?
Yes, I'm sorry to ask this of you on your Sunday off, but...
Okay, Em. What needs doing?
The motel called, and, well, the TV crew would very much like to rent some movies from the Flick Shack today. But I couldn't just let poor little Angie ferry them over in this weather, so...
So you promised them I'd do it?
Bingo! Would you, dear? Pretty please.
Of course, Em. You've been so busy lately. It'll be my pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much, darling. Tell you what, I'll make some extra tasty snacks for your poker night tonight. How's that?
It's a deal.
Thomas Weiss, as I live and breathe. What in tarnation are you doing out and about in the mail truck on a Sunday?
The goose needed to stretch its legs. Or wings. The goose is the mail truck, by the way. Lori Young named it that.
No, but seriously, you've come to pick up some movies for the KNW6 crew, right?
Oh, what gave it away?
Your wife called ahead.
Yeah, the old ball and chain has me running errands on my day off.
But first things first. So, what's the hot gossip on these out-of-towners?
Well... there's Gabriel Serrano. He's the sound guy. Nice guy, full of vim and vigor.
Sounds delightful. What about the rest?
Connor Price is the star of the show, of course. Self-absorbed to a fault. That's the Price guarantee.
Really? He seems nice enough on TV. Never meet your heroes, I guess. Or talk to people who have. So anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. According to Emily, our intrepid reporters have 2 rooms equipped with VCRs between them. One for Connor Price, KNW6, and one for Ilsa Richter.
Great. I know what we should get for Connor. Got any motivational tapes on how to win friends and influence people?
Great idea. But Connor's already made his pick. Octopussy. It says it's James Bond's all-time high. I guess they forgot about that time he went to the moon.
Fine by me. And what did Ilsa choose?
That's where we come in. See, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with her colleague, Gabriel. Thomas, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with Gabriel.
Your putting emphasis on seemingly random words has not helped me grasp what you're suggesting.
No, I think you get it. We can guide Cupid's arrows in the right direction, if you know what I mean, by picking a lovey-dovey movie. After all, 'tis the season.
To be jolly? What does that have to do with anything?
You and Emily are regular customers, so you know what I have available. So, which film will it be?
let's go with love story. Or is that too on the nose?
It's perfect, and we won't risk being too subtle. It has love right there in the title.
Great. Love story it is.
The dynamic duo of stupid Cupid strikes again. Although I suppose this is our first strike. Anyway.
Yes, sir. Apparently it's James Bond's all-time high.
Love it. You know, Moore's an even better 007 than Connery. He just oozes that classy British wit. Thank you so much. Dun, da, dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 ta-da, ta-da, pow!
movie delivery for Ilsa Richter.
Yay! Good to see you, Thomas. So, what movie did you and Angie pick for me and Gabe?
Here you go.
Love story. Haven't seen this one. What's it about? Tennis?
No, actually, it's about...
I'm joking. I'm sure it's a story about love of some kind. Let me guess, this was Angie's pick.
100%. The post office strives to remain neutral in all matters.
Okay, well, color me curious. Hope it's age appropriate for big old puppy dogs. Oh, speaking of, on your way out, could you give a quick knock on Gabe's door, just so he'll know it's movie time? It's room number 2.
Will do.
Great. See ya.
Gabriel Serrano, the lady in room number 9 humbly requests your presence for an evening of home cinema.
Thanks, Thomas. I'll be right over.
My work here is done.
Okay, Ben. Question for you. Do you have that ace or not? You don't have to say yes or no. Just say anything. All I need to hear is one word from you to know if you're bluffing. Nothing? Not even a twitch or a blink? All right, I'll do the talking. I'm all in.
Call.
And he just instantly calls me. Great. I don't even need to see your hand. Well played, sir.
Thanks, Jack. You got unlucky there.
I don't know. I just don't have the patience for poker. You know, reading a poker book ain't gonna change that. Hey, Thomas? Why are the curtains closed, by the way? Last time I checked, home games are legal.
It's probably better if Frank answers that question.
I sure can. Walter Morgan's on my tail. Someone snitched on me, and now I need to lay low until I have a good enough alibi.
Morgan again? What'd you do, Frank? I hope you didn't put ladies' underwear in his briefcase again.
And please tell me you stopped putting dead rats in his exhaust.
Ha! The classics. No, I didn't prank him at all this time. He's just out to get me. All I did was sell fireworks to someone. He said something about that being my third strike. I might actually lose my job, fellas.
Don't you think he's bluffing, Frank?
I'm afraid not, Thomas. I'm not gonna call his bluff in any case. I just need a plan.
I'm guessing they don't have any photographic evidence. Pictures of you selling these fireworks?
Just that there's a guy fitting my description. What are you getting at?
I might have a little plan. But let's first play a few more hands. I'm down almost 30 bucks.
One sec, Jack. Frank, I'm curious. We know Walter Morgan has a few reasons to dislike you, but why do you dislike him?
I could tell you why, but it's not a pretty tale. And it better not leave this room, kitchen.
Sure, Frank.
My lips are sealed, for once.
Frank, I'm not sure if I can keep another secret for you. I'll just go to the John.
Fair enough, Thomas. I can't blame you. All right, so this one time back in the summer of '69, it was before I started working in P.O. There were a couple of pesky stray dogs wandering around HQ. I say pesky, but they never really hurt anyone. Just got a little excited if you walked past them eating a sandwich or whatever. Can't blame them, huh? They were hungry, even though I fed them every now and then. Morgan found out, of course, and after one complaint too many, he took matters into his own hands. Or should I say, feet. He lured a couple of them behind his car, and before I knew what was going on, it was too late. I heard a loud and gut-wrenching howl. I saw 2 dogs run away, and Smokey, my favorite one, limped after them. It's the last time I ever saw those sweet dogs. Then Walter Morgan looked me straight in the eye with a smug grin on his face, and he said, "This is how you do a proper job, Frank." I can still see that grin when I close my eyes.
Okay, that does it. Walter Morgan is now on my eternal shit list, and I'll make sure the rest of P.O. knows about it.
What a despicable human being. I can't believe he did that.
Well, he didn't. I was joking, of course. I don't really have a good reason for disliking Walter Morgan. That boring old pencil pusher just rubs me the wrong way.
Damn it, Frank, you had us good.
Did I miss something?
You sure did, but I'll tell you about it another time.
Okay, folks, ante up. Here we go again.
Psst, Thomas, over here.
Hey, Frank. Thanks for filling up the dumpster.
I wish that was all I was doing here. I'm trying to stay out of sight. Looks like Morgan will be at the post office all day. Listen up. Jack and I cooked up a little plan. I'm sure Morgan will be gone soon, but I gotta get out of here now. You haven't seen me.
Starting this.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Hi, Jack. KNW6 TV crews with Connor Bryce. Ask him for an autograph. He asked me for my name, but he kept calling me Lynn. Even after I corrected him twice. Isn't that just rude?
Satisfied customer. Unless it's bills. A belated Christmas gift? Me? And yet another satisfied customer. McGill's got such a great price on this house when the Sugarmans moved away.
Oh, Thomas, hello there. Could you be a sweetheart and bring that over to me?
Of course.
Oh, careful now. Robert cleared most of the snow, but it's still a bit slippery. Thank you so much. If only I still had the balance and agility of my feline friends. Oh, and good day to you, of course.
Why, hello, Mildred. Plus cat.
Not just any cat, Thomas. It's Mortimer. Why, you said he was your favorite. Remember that, Mortimer?
Oh, now I recognize him. Ah, good old Mort.
Immer.
Right, Mortimer.
So, what do you have for me today, Thomas?
Just a letter.
This sounds interesting. Apparently, I need to make a few copies of this letter and dollars to the first 6 people on this list. Tom, soon enough your name will rise to the top. Then many people will send you $5. You will earn lots of money with one small investment. What a great idea! What do you think, Mortimer?
Mildred, that's a classic chain letter scam. Don't fall for it. No one ever got rich off of one of those.
Okay, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
Okay, let's get this in one. I'm freezing my ass off. When Chekhov saw the long winter, and dark and bereft of hope, know that winter is just another step in the cycle of life. In the summer months, this lake is bustling with activity. As the local fishermen cast their rods, the tourists plunk down hard-earned cash to rent a boat and spend a delightful sun-soaked day on the water. Not so during this particularly harsh winter, however. Implying and
yeah, and what was with that Chekhov stuff?
I don't get it. Chekhov? Like from Star Trek?
And how's it going?
Did you enjoy the movie last night?
Hey, listen, how about I ask you a couple of questions on camera?
I'd be happy to.
Just move over here. The shot. Be great. The lake as a backdrop. Perfect. Knew that. Thomas and I go way back. It's Oaks like he knows the back of his own hand. Characterize a small, cold town and its warm inhabitants.
And I've learned one thing. But one thing's for certain.
So sweet, Thomas Weiss. The unusable, but sweet. I know I've got goosebumps.
Yeah, that went well, kind of. Now, let's scout out the establishing shots at the far end of the pier. Connor. Gabe, you can take 5. My advice would be to take those 5 in the van, to reduce the risk of any further ass freezing off incidents.
Noted. Thanks, Ilsa.
Yeah, my man. Nice little interview back there. Let's hurry this up, okay, Ilsa?
There we go.
Mr. Weiss, Thomas, sir.
Hi, Gabriel. What's up?
Just that, well, we'll be ringing in the new year right here in Providence Oaks. So, my mom is shipping over my tuxedo. Can you make sure it arrives okay? She says she clearly marked the package Serrano Room 2.
Oh, of course. Mailman's promise.
General store, I see.
Think so. It seems way too heavy to be full of hot air.
We had this awesome girls' night yesterday, thanks to Beth. Saw where we were going. My brain went, oh. Showed us what we were going to do. My brain went, oh my god! And when we started, it was so, but also so cool. Oh, like that. That I got a chance to find out. But then again, I doubt that I will ever try it again.
Ah, yeah. What did you end up doing?
We made haggis.
You... what-is?
I said haggis. It's a Scottish dish made from a sheep's liver, lung, heart, and suet, all stuffed into a sheep's stomach.
stemming from...
Oh, gross! I have nightmares. Maureen will go bananas. Talk soon. Thanks again for the great evening, Beth.
See you soon, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas, have you seen Jack?
Yep, yesterday night in my kitchen.
Yeah, okay, but I kinda need him now. I'm a sitting duck right now. I'm toast if Morgan suddenly shows up.
Yikes. Maybe I can help out?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry for interrupting your conversation. Mr. Coleman, I see you've managed to be present at the job position you're currently holding. I think it's time you and I had a little chat inside the office.
Mr. Morgan, it's so good to see you again. A little chat sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid there's an extremely urgent parcel I have to deliver right now. So stay put, and I'll be back in about 30 minutes.
You can stay right here, Frank. I'm sure Mr. Weiss would be happy to deliver that package for you. Right, Thomas?
Sure, Mr. Morgan. I just finished my round, so it's not a bother.
Excuse me, sir? Hi. Hello. I heard you were looking for a guy in a light blue shirt with a mustache to purchase illegal fireworks in the parking lot of the post office? Well, you found him.
Illegal fireworks? Who do you think I am?
Sir, you don't have to keep your guard up. Frank and Thomas here both know me very well, and I'm sure they won't tell a soul about what you're doing right now. So, what will it be? I've got rockets, Roman candles, fountains, sparklers. I even have barrages that'll give you a fireworks extravaganza that you won't ever forget.
I think there must be a misunderstanding here. Please, don't put Mr. Morgan in this position. If people walk by and see this, they might snitch on him and get him into trouble. He could even lose his job over this.
Yeah, why don't you go inside so you can do your dealings without all these prying eyes around?
I'll tell you what will happen now. I'm going to get in my car, start the engine, drive home, and pretend I did not just spend 3 days in Providence Oaks for absolutely nothing.
Sir, if you take a left at the deer statue, you'll eventually pass my barn, and I can fill your trunk there in just 1 minute. Do you have cash on hand?
Gentlemen, I'll be back next year. Frank Coleman, your luck will run out one day.
I wouldn't bet on it. Tally-ho, Morgan.
Is Morgan really going to believe Jack was the one offering fireworks? That mustache wasn't very convincing.
Doesn't matter. We turned up the heat on him and he chickened out.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
Hello?
Evening, Thomas. It's Maureen.
Oh, hi, Maureen. If you're looking for Emily, she's at the motel right now.
I was actually looking for you, Thomas. I don't know what to do with this Nancy situation. I get so worked up just thinking about it. And that usually gets in the way of doing the right thing, you know? I need to talk to someone who's a bit more emotionally detached from the situation.
How can I help you, Maureen?
Simply put, I don't know if I should give in to that Nancy Carlisle and her overpriced snacks, or tell that woman to take a hike. But then we'll end up with a lackluster New Year's Eve party.
The horror of a New Year's Eve party without a decent snack selection. That's not a difficult choice for me.
So you're saying I should go against all my principles just because of some snacks?
Yes, snacks all the way. They may be a bit pricey, but who cares when everyone's having a grand old time?
I think you're on to something there, Thomas. I'm not yet totally sure what I'm gonna do, but at least my mind's at ease now. Thanks for lending me your ear and advice. You're a doll.
You're welcome, Maureen. Take it easy.
I hate to admit it, Klaus, but if it wasn't for you, I would have been a goner.
Ha! You can't say that about the other guy.
You betcha! You made a mess, man. Blood and guts everywhere.
It's not the first time I made Schweinbraten without cooking. Haha!
Good morning, P.O. I'm starting today with the weather forecast. It will be bright and beautiful. Which brings us to the last P.O. positive or pet peeve of the year. It's one from yours truly, who'd like to end 1985 on a positive note.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
We all know P.O. is a bad person.
Fancy handwriting on this one. Okay, let's get this to its destination. They must be out of town for the holidays. Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's. There we go. Fancy handwriting on this one. Part and parcel.
Thomas, it's good to see you. Thanks again for the little chat we had yesterday evening.
Don't mention it, Maureen. Was glad to help.
I think I've made the right decision. But I guess some situations don't have a perfect solution. You'll find out tonight, Thomas. We'll have a grand old time regardless.
Oh, hey, Thomas. We're about to do a little interview, but you're welcome to listen in. Mr. Price, you know Thomas Weiss, don't you?
Sure do. You're resident mailman, am I right? Good to see you, man.
Hi, guys. Don't mind me. I'll just be a fly on the wall here.
That was Open Sky by Velvet Moon, one of my favorites. Folks, we have a special treat for you today, because I have a guest here at the Reynolds studio. You know that happens from time to time, but today it's a bona fide big shot. None other than KNW6's own newsman extraordinaire, Mr. Connor Price.
Thanks for having me, Jack. Always nice to talk to a fellow broadcaster. So, how long have you been doing this local show?
Coming up on our 10th anniversary, Mr. Price. But you've been at KNW6 for longer than that, no?
Yeah, it's been... Gosh, can you believe I started there way back in '66? As a segment producer on Portland Rise and Shine. Still remember the title of my first item, too. Is Poplin Still Poppin'?
That's a great title. And yet, this is the first time you've come to Providence Oaks.
First time staying a while, at any rate. So, Mr. Reynolds, how would you describe this town?
Well, I'd say it's... Hey! Wait a minute. Who's interviewing who here? I'll ask the questions, thank you very much.
Apologies, my friend. Just can't help myself, always chasing the story me. It's the commitment I've made to our viewers. The price guarantee.
So, what stories are you chasing here in P.O.?
Oh, you know, just trying to capture the old...
price guarantee.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Right then, I'll...
I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long. Ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, yeah.
Well...
Great. So... See you tonight at the diner. Oh, and thank you.
My pleasure, Ilsa.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's the Weiss family again. We wanted to wish you a happy new year before we're going to Moe's.
Hey, thanks. We've got a little over an hour left here before it's 1986.
You'll watch out for those fireworks, won't you? They're so unpredictable.
I will. I'll probably stay inside anyways.
We've got 4 more hours to go, but Happy New Year! I'd rather be early than late. Are you going anywhere to celebrate?
Thanks, Dad. We're all a bit drained after making the deadline. Some guys from the office were going to do a ER Kung Fu tournament, but I didn't feel like it.
A Kung Fu tournament? On New Year's Eve?
Yes, Mom, it's a video game. But Tess and I are going to watch Trading Places instead at my place. I think that New Year's Eve is overrated anyway. People seem to think it must be the best night of the year, but all you usually get is a lot of drama and a solid hangover. My New Year's resolution was not to make a big deal out of New Year's Eve anymore. And it looks like I'm not going to break it. But don't let that ruin your evening.
I totally understand you, Meredith. My best New Year's Eve was actually one I spent all by myself. I don't know why, but that night I've never felt more at peace. And most parties aren't worth the hangover anyway.
Maybe that's because you usually forget half of what happened. Sorry, Meredith. Your father's memory needs a little grease between the hinges.
Like starting the car in time before going to Moe's?
Bingo!
Okay, guys, I won't hold you up. Have a great evening, and a Happy New Year. Love you.
My beautiful people, may I have your attention for half a minute? First of all, welcome to Moe's. We're excited to celebrate the last few moments of 1985 together with you. It was quite an undertaking to host this New Year's Eve party, and a costly one at that. So, if you feel inclined to end the year on a generous note, you know where the tip jar is. We've got snacks and drinks aplenty. So I'm sure that even the grumpiest so-and-so will be able to have a great evening. Thank you all for coming. Cheers.
Well, if it isn't my favorite KNW6 news team.
In the flesh.
Hi, Thomas.
Nice tuxedo, Gabriel.
Thank you. And thanks for making sure I got it. I put it on right after I got out of that shower.
He toweled off first. Don't worry.
There we go. Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends.
Hello, Mr. Price. So, is the segment on Providence Oaks in the can yet?
Almost, my friend. Still have to shoot the countdown to the new year. Hopefully that gives us the ending we need. I've been promised a spectacle.
Easy on the alcohol there, Connor. We still need you on camera. Can't have you slurring your words.
Slurring my words? Whatever do you mean, Ilsa?
Quit fooling, you guys. It's getting close to midnight. Let's set up and get ready.
Showtime. Okay, getting into character. See you on the flip side, mailman.
Hi, honey. There goes that Connor Price. Would you believe the motel had to custom order a blow dryer just for him? He tipped generously, though. Oh, is that Beth sitting over there? Let's join her.
Good evening, my dearest of friends. Almost time for Auld Lang Syne, eh? Did you know that Auld Lang Syne was written down by Robert Burns in the 18th century? And that he based it on an old Scottish folk song? He wrote it to a different melody than the one we sing today, but I have to say, I do like this version. And it's often sung after a special dinner where haggis is served. Would you believe?
Honestly, Beth, I don't know how we'll get by without these fascinating facts when you're gone.
Well, I will still be selling sets of encyclopedias at the store for a few more months if you need them. I'll cut you a nice deal.
Only if you'll help load them into my truck.
Oh, my friends. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Well, whatever the future brings, this old acquaintance here will be hard-pressed to ever forget you two.
I hope that's a good thing.
I'm sure we're memorable in a good way. So are you, dear Bethy. And like you said at Christmas dinner, even if the reasons for change are sometimes out of our hands, let's focus on the new beginnings that come along with them.
And what better time for new beginnings than New Year's Eve?
Attention, folks! It's showtime! If you want to see the biggest fireworks show west of the Rocky Mountains, you better be standing outside in about 10 minutes.
That's my cue. From a little spark may burst a flame, as Dante once put it. But I need to visit the ladies' room first, or I'll turn into a pumpkin. See you outside.
Isn't she marvelous? I'm so happy for her, but I am going to miss Bethany.
So will I. Seeing a parcel addressed to the bookstore always brightened my mood.
It makes me feel a bit melancholic.
Even more than I usually am on New Year's Eve. This odd feeling of looking back and forward at the same time, and now I'm doing that over a much longer period than just the coming and going of the year.
I know what you mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to have something to look forward to.
And we sure have something to look forward to, don't we? I guess that's what's most important in life. But let's enjoy the here and now instead. Our wise and beautiful daughter just taught us not to demand that this should be the best evening of the year. But we're allowed to try it, right? So this is where my speech ends, my dear husband. And now I need a glass of champagne.
I'll drink to that. And to you. And all the good things the new year will bring us. Maureen, I need champagne. For me and my beautiful wife.
You got it, sir. Just grab your glasses and join me in the bottle outside. It's less than a minute now.
20 seconds on go, Mr. Price. Go.
And so, 1985 draws to a close. With mere seconds left in the year, I've been told this little lake town will strive to end 85 with a bang. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Holy Toledo! Ilsa, are we getting this?
Somebody check on Frank!
That sure sounds like a delicious eggnog recipe.
Hurry up, dear. It's coming up next.
Yes, don't get too excited now. It's just a preview, remember?
And now, a man with a very special New Year's resolution. And he's going to tell us all about it. Isn't that right, Sybil?
Absolutely, Bob. It's none other than our roving reporter, Connor Price. Connor, my dear, where in blazes are you?
Well, Sybil, I'm in beautiful Providence Oaks, wishing you and Bob and our viewers a joyful 1986. And as for my New Year's resolution, Bob, why, it's my very special price guarantee to all of you that I will be sharing gripping tales and intimate portraits from all over Oregon in an all-new series of special reports on small-town America. Part 1 will air tonight at 8, right here on KNW6. And it will be all about the gorgeous little lake town where I was fortunate enough to spend the waning days of 1985. Here, let's take a look at an exclusive sneak peek. Providence Oaks, an idyllic town by a lake just south of Melville. It's where this reporter counted down to 1986. And although, unfortunately, the fireworks started a little early, so we didn't quite manage to catch them on tape. Take it from me, it was quite the spectacle, courtesy of postal worker Frank Coleman.
Just a faulty batch of leftover 4th of July material, I guess. Not mine, anyway. No siree. But I'm all right, folks. Really, everyone can stop calling me at home. I'm A-OK.
And perhaps that encapsulates the true nature of Providence Oaks, or P.O., as it's called by those who know and love it. It's a town where, even when things don't go as planned, folks will be all right and A-OK.
It's just, we help each other out, and there's nothing we can't fix.
A town where first impressions can be deceiving.
This town may look sleepy from the outside, but trust me, there's always so much stuff to do and take care of. Ugh.
A town where generations have grown up.
It's a great place to raise kids, and also a great place to have been raised as a kid. Myself, I mean. Back when I was a kid, being raised here. Was that okay?
A town where patience is still a virtue.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if this is where I'll find what I'm looking for. But I do know I can keep looking here for as long as I want, and that feels great.
A town full of unique individuals that, deep down, have more in common than you'd think.
The average Providence Okian probably doesn't exist. We do tend to keep to ourselves until someone needs us. Then we show up. Always.
A town you can't help but love.
You know, I just think it's the best place in the whole wide world. Sue me.
And where everyone has a story to tell.
To me, it's all about the people. Because...
Yes, well, leave it to the mailman to say it best.
This is home.
Indeed. Providence Oaks, like so many other places in our great state of Oregon, is a small town with a big heart. This is Connor Price, KNW6 PO.